So the Democrats been making an awful lot of hullabaloo about saving the post office and mail-in voting, and they're linking these things together pretty hard and aggressively, so much so that I guess the Postmaster General put off doing things that would afford budget cuts in an effort to preserve the post office as a whole. Now they're pushing forward this funding bill, this $25 billion post office funding bill. If they're so concerned about the survivability of the post office, then why the bait and switch here, if you will? Maybe that's not the right word for it. Why would they do this? Here we have an article from Fox News today. Rep. Jeff Van Drew slams Dems for putting this in U.S.P.S. funding bill. What are they thinking? That's a really good question, Van Drew. If you guys recall, Jeff Van Drew is one of the politicians for the Democrats that walked away and joined the Republican Party. I believe, if I recall right, the story was that he was being pressured to vote party line. And he said, hey, I want to vote the way I want to vote, whether it's party line or not. And they basically threatened him. So he defected. What do you expect? So let's get back to the story here. I believe that's a picture of Mr. Van Drew there. The House Democrats' $25 billion bill funding the U.S. Postal Service is a typical example of how the Democratic Party is no longer moderate, according to Representative Jeff Van Drew from New Jersey, Republican. Ahead of the House vote on Saturday, the Delivering of For America Act, Van Drew, who famously switched parties at the end of 2019, said he supports Postal Service, but not everything in the bill. And I understand Jeff. Because if the Democrats supported the Postal Service, why did they put this shit in? The Dems hit House Republicans for denying U.S.P.S. delays. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but they suddenly put in there that now you can sue the post office, he said on Fox and Friends Weekend. We're going to have a lot more liability issues, a lot more costs, certainly more money for, I guess, attorneys, but a whole lot less money for taxpayers. Who told them to do that? Who wants that? Why are we doing that? I don't understand what we're actually doing sometimes, rather than getting good work done, accomplished for the people of the United States of America. It's just folks arguing with each other and the Democrats not wanting to compromise or cooperate, ever. I want to go right back up to the top of this page here, guys. They suddenly put in there that now you can sue the post office. How does that affect the longevity of the post office given its current financial viability? Why, if you're trying to save the post office, why would you broaden their liability opportunities? Why would you give, I think, what's in America, 300 million people? I don't remember. A buttload of people the opportunity to usurp money from the post office that you're trying to save. Why? You're not doing that, are you? What it looks like you're trying to do is get Donald Trump to follow through with his threat to veto this bill so that you can say, see, Donald Trump is against the post office. He's not against the post office. If he vetoes this bill, it's because he doesn't like you opening them up to being sued by every individual in America who feels the mail is late. Is this very difficult to understand? No. It's just shady bullshit Democrat politics. And the only reason I'm making this video is so that more people see the shady shit they pull. So you just watch. They're going to push this bill forward, and Trump is going to veto it, and they're going to say, Trump's attacking the post office. He doesn't want you to be able to mail in vote. Well, he doesn't want them to be able to mail in vote fraud, but that's a different issue. The reason he'll be vetoing this bill is because it guarantees excessive monies leaving the post office through the legal system, the judiciary system, and the actual service the post office offers having less fundage to do what it does. And it's not great already. So why would the Democrats who want to save the post office, what are they calling this bill? Delivering for America Act. Why is it everything that they write is opposite of what is in it? Like they name some crap Patriot Act, and then they start spying on American citizens, and they name some, just it's always lies. Why is it that what they name, I mean, like they, in California, they're repealing or repealed, was it Proposition 219, I believe, or I don't remember. It's the civil rights law in California. Earlier in my life, I forget when, I can go research it for you, but earlier in my life, I remember them passing the civil rights law in California, and I was thinking that was a pretty good thing. And now they're repealing it so that you can legally discriminate based on race, etc., in the hiring process, etc. Why would you do that? And then to label that bill that you're doing that, something about affirmative action reform. You're not reforming affirmative action, you're repealing it. There's a difference. Reforming it at least usually implies that you're evolving it into a better state of existence for the people, or for the system. So here it is, guys, the Delivering for America Act. What they're delivering is lawsuit capability to the United States Postal Service. Well, let's all pretend like our opinions matter. Leave that shit in the comments below. And remember, this is social media, so do all the things.